Hey everybody, I finished the first portion of the Bay Area Ridge Trail and I had a great time. I met up with my friend Ben and we did 2 of the hikes, Penitencia Creek in San Jose and Alum Rock, also right there in San Jose.
We did it, Benny.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
It was my car.
You can do both of these back to back. The Penitencia Creek Trail was 3.9 miles one way, and the Alum Rock to the Sierra Open Space Reserve was 3.7 miles. Both parks are open from 8 a.m. to sunset. Bikes and horses are allowed on both. Overall, I would recommend both of these hikes. We ended up doing both. It was kind of a mess, and it was a mess that I could have avoided because I planned, but I needed to over-plan for this kind of stuff because, and I think you should too, and I'll get into that later. But to begin, we met at the bayarea BART station where the Penitencia Creek Trail begins. I parked there for $3, but then we had 2 cars, so we took Ben's car to the end of the trail, which is the Alum Rock Park parking lot. Left his car there and did the trail backwards. We start the trail at the Alum Rock Park parking lot, and then from there, making our way to Bayarea. It was really nice. There were a lot of cool areas where we can just pop in real quick and check out the creek up close. And it felt like we were both like, what? At some points, we didn't even feel like we were in San Jose, and we're both from there. Ben still lives there, and we were like, where are we? This is cool.
We're in San Jose?
It was a dedicated outdoor hike, of course. It was really flat, so it was more like a path, a walk. But even then, it felt so nice, and you kind of lose the city streets at some points. And that was the first half. Around the midway point, got a little. I'd bring a friend, or maybe do an alternate route at some point, right? Because in the middle, there's this underpass, and me standing up all the way, there was this much clearance left. So we were both still kind of we didn't need to, but we felt like we needed to duck underneath this dark underpass, and it was weird. And I would recommend going around that if you're by yourself. But after that, it was fine. There was another park you make your way through with a bathroom and stuff.
We're here at the 1.5 mile marker, and there's wild fowl. They can't be wild, they're so small. And a duck in the mix. Oh.
Then afterwards, we went back to Alum Rock Park. We made some mistakes and we backtracked a little bit, but at the end of the day, the path we took was going to the top of Alum Rock at the Sierra Vista Open Space Preserve. There is a parking lot up there, and then we made our way down back to Alum Rock Park. We decided on that for a few reasons. One, we didn't really know what we were doing, and two, a portion of the trail was closed. I would say about a third of it was closed that day. So we only did what we could, but we want to go back and check out the rest at some point. I'm not sure exactly why it was closed, but there was a taped off little closed section on the map, as you can see here. But I loved this trail so much, especially the way we did it. Starting just at the top and making our way down was really cool. It was a beautiful, kind of partly cloudy day, and it was just beautiful. There was so much to look at. Everything in the springtime was so green because of all the rain we got, and it hasn't dried up yet and turned all yellow. So now would be the time to go. If you're looking to do this specific hike, I would go as soon as you can while it's still springtime.
We passed through. They didn't like that.
It was just great. Of course, our knees and feet and ankles got a little tired. There was quite a decline going down. But that is a good segue into this next portion, because I want to talk about what to do if you want to do this hike, or if you're considering any of the Bay Area trails. I imagine that these tips will help, because they would have helped me because I didn't prepare enough. And that's my first point. If you want to do any of this, you should prepare and then over prepare. And by that I mean downloading the All Trails app. That helped us a lot. The All Trails app has most of these hikes from the Bay Area Ridge Trail built into the app. And if you've got an Apple Watch and you go off course, it'll ask you, are you off trail? Are you good? And that helped us a few times because we thought we were going the right way. And there are a lot of small forks in the road and points where you can turn around and mess up. So if you have the All Trails app and a bonus, an Apple Watch or some sort of smartwatch, it will turn you around and it'll help you out.
Figuring it out as we go along. There might be another path to the car. At least we got some road finally. All right, we weren't supposed to be on that path, I guess. This was the path we were looking for. Just across the street. Ooh. My God, too, this is all shade.
So we found that really helpful. That was probably one of the most helpful tools, although the All Trails app is free for a trial, and then it's $30 a year after that. I'm going to do all of these hikes anyway. I might as well do the subscription. But, you know, if you're going to do one of these, maybe consider downloading that app for the 7-day trial. I would. Something I wish I did, though, that I'm doing for the next hike is preparing on Google Maps. The Bay Area Ridge Trail website will give you coordinates on where to start and where the trail ends. And that's really helpful because if you plug in those 2 coordinates into Google Maps and hit walking directions, you see the path. And then if you put it together side by side with the Bay Area Ridge Trail official map, you're able to fix any sort of inconsistencies. Like if you want to match the trail 1 for 1, you can do it on Google Maps and customize your trip. There are little dots that I'm showing you here that will line up to make the path exactly the way it is on the website. Most of the time it will get a correct trail the first time, but you know, double check. Mirror these 2 images between the Bay Area Ridge Trail website and Google Maps. Make sure it looks correct. And then from there, you can copy a link and email that to yourself so there's no chance of you screwing it up, especially if you've got the app going while you're on the hike. It's something I wish I did and I'm gonna do next time. And as I'm doing it now, I notice it's making planning go just way easier. My next point, I would suggest bringing a friend. I knew it would be fun on my own, but I was really lucky that my friend Ben was able to go with me. 2 heads are better than 1, especially when you're like maybe off course or lost. So if you can, bring a friend. It just adds to the experience overall. I knew we were gonna have fun because we were just hanging out together. That's my best friend. But we both just enjoyed the actual trail so much, both of them. We were just stopping and taking our time and in awe of the area around us. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. So it was a great first experience. Like I mentioned, I'm from the Bay, born and raised, and doing the Bay Area Trail is like a perfect way to like legally explore the area around you and see its natural beauty. Something I didn't really care to do growing up very much, but the older I get, the more I love and appreciate the Bay Area. So this is just another way to do that and show that, another way to get out there and explore. Next point, if you are bringing a friend, bring their car too, because most of these trails are not loops. So you can either do a straight line and have a 2-car system where 1 car is waiting for you at the end of the trail, or you know, you can make it a loop, go up the trail and then come back. Usually a lot of these are like linear. So if you want to save some mileage and not hike back, bring a friend. It'll literally cut the time in half. I would bring a battery bank too. I just got the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and using the apps and taking pictures and video will obviously drain, you know this, it'll drain your battery really fast. But even with that phone, I was surprised how quickly it was draining. So next time I'm bringing a battery bank, my phone made it no problem, but it drained down to like, I think 30% by the end of the day. It just was a heavy usage day. So bring a battery bank, do it. So I'm happy I'm doing this, and I'm happy you were joining along for this episode. Next time, my wife and I are going to go to the Carquinez Bridge. We did a test run yesterday. We checked out the trail and it was really cool. Next time, I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. There's a lot going on in between hikes, so if you want to keep up, I'm posting here on the community tab on YouTube and Instagram. So follow me there if you're interested for the in-betweens. But for now, thanks for watching this, and I'll see you next time. Your unemployed friend on a Tuesday. Check it out. Quit your job, bro. What are you doing?